Welcome back to ATR Outdoors. I wanted to build a 7.5 inch 300 Blackout pistol as my first suppressor build, and from some things that I've seen online, sometimes there's some tweaks you have to do to get it to run smooth and reliable and also without any headaches. And with mine, I ran into some cycling issues and I had jams, and honestly some of it was actually self-inflicted. So in this video, I'm going to break down exactly what went wrong, what I had to change, and how I got this to run smooth as butter over 1,000 rounds later. And hopefully anyone else doing a similar build to mine, you'll find this video helpful. And let's just start out with the build at a glance. I went ahead started with a Aero Precision's lower. Then I purchased a complete upper by Palmetto State 7.5 inch chambered in 300 Blackout. For the suppressor, Kinetic Racket 762. The optic is a Holosun ARO Circle Gold Dot, and the trigger is the CMC single stage drop-in trigger. Now, right out of the gate, the first range trip was kind of rough. I had some cycling issues, had issues getting it to feed consistently. Right now it wasn't really that reliable, and looking back, I made a mistake early on, and it's because I did not run it stock first. I jumped ahead from things that I saw online, and I built this with a heavier buffer spring right away. So my lesson learned is that you want to start with the baseline, run everything stock, see how it behaves first, and then start making adjustments from there. For my ammo selection, I decided to go with Winchester Super Suppressed to 200 grain. Part of the reason is for pricing, but also for availability reasons as well. Another issue that I noticed that happened on every single test was the bolt also wasn't locking back. So after this range trip, I took some time to reflect, review some of the footage, and I came to the conclusion that this system is undergassed. But I don't want to necessarily mess with the gas system because supersonics are running just fine. So after some research, I decided to order a Nemo Arms 300 Blackout custom carbine buffer spring. I believe it's lighter than stock, or the stock standard one that is. And but going into the next range trip, I really want to isolate this a little bit more. So I went back to a completely stock setup, stock buffer weight and spring, just to see what happens from there, then work my way down. Alright, so I tried a bunch of different combinations. The stock setup worked a little bit better, but it did not lock back on empty. The same thing happened when I tried the Nemo Arm spring. However, a combination of the H2 buffer weight and the Nemo Arm spring got the result that I was looking for. You can see here that now it's locking back on empty consistently every single time. I didn't have any feeding issues since then. On this range trip, I shot around 150 or so yards here, not really focusing on accuracy, but making sure everything is cycling properly and running clean. And on top of that, the suppressor is actually sounding really good too as well. Okay, for the next range trip, it's time to have some fun. I set up some targets between 20 and 50 yards, did a 35-yard zero, and everything is working just as planned. It's running smooth as butter, having a good time shooting. I shot hundreds of rounds here, no hiccups. So if you guys have a similar build to mine, I was able to get this to run properly without messing with the gas system by going with that H2 buffer weight and going with the Nemo Arms spring. So I'll just stop talking here and just let you guys enjoy the sounds of the suppressor. I was also curious on how this 35-yard zero would fare on 100-yard steel plates, and I was pleasantly surprised that I didn't have to hold over. So if you like this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up, and hopefully you'll come back to see the next one. Take care.